Alright, how are you guys and where are you watching us from? Rock and David is my name. This is United Matters channel and we are talking United targeting Vlahović and Benjamin Sesko. That is the lad that was targeted way back in the summer of this year and he signed a deal to join RB Leipzig, but United have not put down their guns on really getting this guy onto the long squad or huge squad that Erik ten Hag is really having at Manchester United. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, go into the lower right bottom corner and obviously subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. So Rock and David is my name. Let's go eyes with the story coming in from Magreth. You know him very well. He's a football reporter at the Daily Telegraph. Today, he has really headlined most of the stories as far as Manchester United is concerned, telling us that United are now looking at a long-term striker options compared with their stains in the summer. That is obviously Manchester United going in for that, and MC Gareth Mark is really coming in here to let us know about this. Now, he has been so specific and told us that United are preparing for life without Cristiano Ronaldo by prioritizing a striker as their next major first-team signing, with RB Salzburg's Benjamin Sesko high on their list of targets. Obviously, we know that United and Ronaldo are not at par, especially his relationship with Erik ten Hag is not really one of the best that we've been seeing at Manchester United. What does that mean? It means that Ten Hag really came out and told Ronaldo after walking out for the field of play, when we beat Spurs by 2-0, he walked out from the dugout to the tunnel and he told him, please, I just want you to be professional. I've suspended you against Chelsea, but your return should be so much professional. I'm just looking at you being professional until we really see you out. Meaning that United aren't no near anywhere giving Ronaldo a new contract or extending that one-year contract, meaning that Ronaldo will go out on a free in the summer or maybe in January. But in January, it's really doubtful. Reason being, United has come out and told us that they don't have the money to go on and really sign in very many players. Firstly, we had £70 million up for really signing new players in January. That wasn't the case. It never went that way because the CEO of United, Richard Arnold, and John Mataf, the technical director or football director, came out and confirmed to us that they can't spend more in the summer and in the January transfer window, meaning that they are not having a lot of money to spend, and the Glazers have gone ahead and really caught the strings of the purse and they've tightened them. Remember, in the summer, they went ahead to loosen those strings of the purse and they signed two players. That is Casemiro at £70 million from Real Madrid and Anthony at £85 million from Ajax. Obviously, that was something they've expected, but because of the pressure that Jim Ratcliffe was wanting to buy Manchester United, that created pressure and the Glazers loosened the strings of their passes. But right now they are tightening them and United might be looking for Benjamin Sesko maybe in the summer. So as things stand, Benjamin Sesko is 19 years of age. You know him, he's a Slovenian, he's playing for RB Salzburg. Good and very quality player that would complement Rashford, Martial and Anthony as the front three of Manchester United, increasing on the threat and the number of strikers that we are having. But it looks like he didn't decide to come to Manchester United and he decided to go on and get his permanent deal with Red Bull. It's RB Leipzig in Germany. Though he is really playing for Red Bull Salzburg, but he's going to go on and play for RB Leipzig next summer and he has been signed. Now, one will ask, why is United going in for a player who is going to go on and play for RB Leipzig and already signed? Rumor has it United is ready to go on in the summer and negotiate with RB Leipzig and really spend close to £60 million or £50 million on this guy who goes by the names of oh guys, I'm smiling. There is a message that just dropped on my phone. You know, when you receive a message for money, you just can't smile. So let's get back to business. Look at my girlfriend, she's smiling. Eh? She has been annoyed, now she's smiling. So guys, let's go ahead. This is Benjamin Sesko to Manchester United, 19 years of age. United are looking at him and idealizing him to become one of the best centre forwards. Obviously, he's talked about as being the next Haaland, and obviously to me, I believe on his game, he has more to what Haaland has. Haaland is only a prolific striker. He's not good on the ball. He does not really involve himself into play. He doesn't do a link-up play a lot. He doesn't play well with his back to goal. He only plays better when he's facing the goal. That is Haaland. But this guy is really exciting, and he was really scouted by Ralf Rangnick, and is one of those fluke players that we expect Ralf Rangnick was scouting at Manchester United, that we are going to see come at Manchester United and play a very huge role, because United are really hunting in for a striker. Lately, you've seen us being linked to very many strikers. There is that guy that plays for Santos, 19 years of age. We've been linked to a guy playing in America, 19 years of age, very tall, and is scoring in goals. He has a very good skill set. Then which other player have we been linked to? Strikers mainly. Harry Kane. There is it Chomuteng, that center forward of Bayern Munich. We've been linked to very many center forwards, but lately, let me confirm to you that Manchester United is really looking for Benjamin Sesko. And you know how Erik ten Hag is obsessed with young players who are really talented. Look at Anthony, 21 years of age. Malacia, 22 years of age. Now, when you add in Lisandro Martinez, 24, and add on Benjamin Sesko, he will complement the age plan of the Manchester United manager Ten Hag, because he knows that to get United where it's supposed to be, he'll need like 2-3 years. And if at all you have players whose average age is 23, meaning that by the time we reach the level of Hastings in 3 years from now, most of them will be averaging 26 years of age. Not so. So Benjamin Sesko is really a big deal for United. I would love to see him come to Manchester United, because I really idolize him a lot and I admire him a lot. And if at all he comes at Manchester United, it's really going to be a very big bang for United. And guys, I think most of you are so much elated to have Benjamin Sesko at Manchester United. And tell me what you think about him coming to Manchester United. And I believe the reason as to why RB Salzburg sold him to RB Leipzig at close to 20 million euros. It's because they're under the same group. That is the Red Bull group. They're having teams in South America. They're having teams in North America. They're having teams in Asia, and I'm waiting them to come in Africa and they see whether they can really launch their team, because Africa is really having a huge niche of talent that has not yet been exploited well. So I believe Benjamin Sesko was sold there because they know from RB Leipzig, he can go out and really join Manchester United or Chelsea or Man City, obviously going ahead to really mirror the blueprint of Haaland from RB Salzburg to Dortmund and to Man City at close to 70 million euros. So I believe United will be willing to spend close to 60 million pounds or euros onto a man who goes by Benjamin Sesko. 19 years of age, he's making 20 this year, and obviously he's really one of the most talked about center forwards in the world right now. In his age, I believe he's the best center forward in his age. That is Benjamin Sesko. So after Benjamin Sesko, let me tell you about something exciting. There is a name known as Vlahović. One will ask himself, you've just talked about Benjamin Sesko, then what is Vlahović all about? Let me take you back when Ten Hag was really in the preseason and making what we call the press conference. He confirmed to us that he needs 3 center forwards. He said if at all Ronaldo left, he would like more 2. If Ronaldo stayed, he would like more 1. Now, we are talking of a situation where Cristiano Ronaldo is going to leave Manchester United next summer. Obviously, we'll be needing 2 strikers, meaning that United are really ready to go gung-ho and really bring in 2 players or 2 strikers. That is Benjamin Sesko and Vlahović. And obviously, Mike M. Greth has come out and confirmed to us the following, that Man United are keeping a close eye on Dušan Vlahovic's situation, or more precisely Juventus' slump in Serie A and whether they may lose their key players without Champions League football. Obviously, when you look at how Juventus is performing, I believe Vlahović is regretting for not having joined Arsenal. Arsenal was wanting to sign this player, but it was said that when Mikel Arteta was calling the agent of Dušan Vlahović, the agent was not answering the phone calls of Mikel Arteta, because he had already made a decision going to Juventus, and Juventus had really offered him a very huge amount of money as the agent, and obviously decided to go on and take the player to Juventus. But right now, Juventus is struggling. They never wanted to come to Arsenal and maybe other teams because they were not playing into the Champions League. Obviously, he's now going in the UEFA Europa League after being relegated in the group where he was with Bayern Munich, with PSG and Benfica. He's out. He finished third and is going to play the playoff, whose draws or plots are really going to be held on Monday. That is tomorrow but one, and we're going to get to know who is he going to face in that playoff of the Europa League. Remember, there is Manchester United and very many other huge teams that are really going to go on and face the likes of PSV, and they can even knock him out. The way I saw them play against Benfica and Maccabi Haifa, Juventus are not yet ready to go on and really compete at a level we are really going to go on and really talk about. But let's be so much prolific on Vlahović. Vlahović could cost United close to £70 million because Juventus would love to go on and really make at least a profit. Reason being, they bought him at £63 million. If at all they can really make some 7 more in him, obviously he will come in at Manchester United, because Ten Hag has really built up a structure and a culture and a project that is really so much promising, like what Mikel Arteta is really doing at Arsenal. I believe if Arsenal qualify for the Champions League, of which I know it's going to be a must, they are going to find themselves into bringing in players that are really at the level of the likes of Vlahović and the likes of Leroy Sane. Won't say no to Arsenal because they'll be in the Champions League, and the project is so much convincing at Arsenal, being that they're even competing into the battle of winning the Premier League, and every player would like to come to a team that is really so much promising, because look at only the additions of Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko. Arsenal is really battling it up with Man City. So that's what is going to happen at United. When you look at what United is putting on the field of play, we are really playing very well, and obviously we are even adapting to the style and philosophy of Erik ten Hag very fast than we even really thought it would take the players. Ten Hag really told us that it would take them months for it to happen, but at least in the previous 5 games you played, you've seen that United have gone ahead to really reach like 40%, meaning that if at all they happen to reach 50% by the beginning of January, we will have done a very good completion, as Erik ten Hag plans are really going ahead at Manchester United. But Vlahović particularly, I believe, is a better striker. If at all you get me Benjamin Sesko and Dušan Vlahović, I go with Dušan Vlahović. Reason being, for him, he's a finished article according to me. Benjamin Sesko is not a finished article. He might flop, but Dušan Vlahović, from Fiorentina, scoring close to 38 games a season, to Juventus and banging in goals, obviously at high levels like the Champions League, if we get him, he'll be a very huge bargain to come up and really tussle it out with Anton Martial at Manchester United, and that is Dušan Vlahović. Very good player, will complement us well, especially if at all you even improve onto our crosses. Good on the foot and good with his head, and you can as well utilize him very well to play alongside people like Anton Martial, because for him, he's a typical number 9. He's a typical number 9. Create those chances, he'll bang them into the back of the net to really cause havoc and pain to your opponent, and that is Dušan Vlahović. And if at all he comes, I believe he can inflict pain to our opponents more than Benjamin Sesko, because Benjamin Sesko has a lot to add to his game, known as Vlahović. And I believe if you bring these two in, it's really going to be something great that we are going to go on and really talk about every time that we are bringing in Benjamin Sesko and a player who goes by the names of Dušan Vlahović. Obviously, to me, I rate him highly at very at a very high level in the game of football. Now, lastly, let's talk about Cristiano Ronaldo and what Ten Hag has really come out and really thought about him. Finally, we've been told by Mike Gareth that Erik ten Hag was willing to welcome Ronaldo back into his plans if he embraced his philosophy of the squad being all in it together, which means no private training sessions and being a full part of the group. Obviously, Ten Hag has gone ahead to really tame the egoism in Ronaldo, because the ego of Ronaldo was really very much high. It was really gigantic, but Erik ten Hag put him where he belongs, and the previous 3 games he has been able to start because Ten Hag told him, if I really want to play in my team, apologize to the teammates, apologize to me, apologize to the hierarchy of Manchester United, obviously, and do what I do. If I try to tell you that you're going to come on and play 7 minutes, it's me, Ten Hag. I'm in charge and you have to go on and dance to my tunes. If you can't dance to my tunes, then what else are you really going to do if you don't do so? I cover the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. Tell me what you think about United targeting both Vlahović and Sesko to come in as Ronaldo departs in the summer. Do you think this is really ideal and it's really going to happen? Because it might sound as a myth, but to me, I believe we can go on and really pull off such a summer of Manchester United. I believe, however much the Glazers are really telling us through the CEO and the football director that they are not ready to go on and really spend much in the summer. I believe the situation at United and how other teams will be really spending the summer will force them to go on and really sign in players immediately. So guys, Rock and David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the blood of Jesus Christ, and may Him protect you abundantly. I'm out.